Hey, it's Warren. This is part 2 of the Sound and Sweet in the Key of G video, and I want to go through a few more examples, show you a few more tricks, tips, that sort of thing. In the first one we were talking about using all those connected chords, you know, keeping that stuff on the top the same, and how that can sound really nice. Let me show you another little option for you. Think about if you were to play your 4 chord like this, like a regular C, it gives you a nice little trick that you can do. You can slide that baby on up, get this sweet sound and sort of ethereal open D or 5 chord, and that can be really nice. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll use this example again of Sarah Buxton and Jed Hughes' Big Blue Sky. Well, I suppose it's time to see where this will go. Let's say all the things that we already know. So that's a nice whole other sound there that you can throw another kind of element in the song. You can build a whole song around those little. I've done that before. So that's a nice option. Let's see. You know, the next thing I want to cover was this deal that's you gotta play your G chord a little bit different. You should play it like this. So I want you to kind of shift your fingers around here and play it with your basically your pinky down here, and then you gotta move your ring finger up here to hit the 6th string, and then this guy would get the 3rd string in this form. But what we're gonna do is leave these 2 guys open. They're open for mischief now. They can do what they want, but what we're going to do is we're going to hammer on basically a chunk of a C chord down here. So what you got here is if you look at this, you got 3 mute, that'd be 2 open, 1 3, and so I've heard this called a Dylan C, but it's a real nice storytime vibe. Paul Simon uses a song called A Boxer, but I'll give you an example here. When I was just a boy, my mama said to me, boy, when times are tough, gotta get down on your knees and pray. Gotta get down on your knees and pray. So you got, it's kind of like a story time vibe there. It's a great, you know, there's a million ways you could use that, timing, hammer on, pull off, whatnot, but it can really be a nice foundation for song. So there you go. See, the next thing I want to show you was, let's talk about some of the color chords. And basically what I want to do is just take like a major scale, you know, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and then what we'll do is we'll number those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, and we'll look at some of these color chords here. What you might do with them, the first one would be the 2 chord, so the A, do, re, 2, and that would be A minor, okay, but that's a good sounding chord, but it sounds very dark, very sad, very serious, you know, and it'd be nice to lighten that up a little bit maybe, and just change it up a little bit. And you can do that by dropping a finger out of there and playing what's known as an A minor 7th. So you basically open on a 5th string, and then you do 2, open 1. So it's a little bit less minor now. It sort of falls in between. All right. It can be really nice. Let me show you an example here. I've got this song called Shine, and I'll play a little bit, chunk of the verse so you can kind of get some feel where it's going, and then in the chorus is where that chord shows up. So it's I've got something deep inside. You could not break it if you tried. You were here, but now you're gone. I was feeling all alone. Okay, here comes the chorus. Well, I got something deep inside. You could not break it if you tried. There's something deep down in my soul. gonna let it shine. Did you hear that? Something deep down in my soul. That chord just rubs against that lyric just right in my mind. You know, I think it's sad but hopeful. Don't ask me how I ascribe so much to a particular combination of tones, but it's a songwriter thing. I think it's just a perfect fit there. So try that one out. It's a good one. Okay, let's just go walk up the scale here. I'll show you one more here, which would be the 3, which would be a B. And you know, normally this would be a B minor. That's the 1 bar chord, G. And this is a great change of perspective chord, if you think about it. Because you're playing along here in 1-4-5 land. You know, and then you needed a, well, this is the bridge of the song. Gonna give you new perspective. When we get finished with the bridge, we'll go to the chorus. Yeah. So it's a nice change of perspective chord, but it also can be used with a little bit different. It can be used. Well, I like to say it's like a it can be used as a punctuation mark, because it definitely is throws your ear. You know, you're just like, ah, that's something different. You know, so you can use it to punctuate part of the song. I'll show you what I mean. There's a song. There's another one of my songs called "How It Used to Be," and I'll play a little bit of the verse and the chorus where that chord shows up, so you kind of get the feel for how it lays in there. But it's kind of like, I remember your blue eyes, how they lit up my world. We were 17, going somewhere. We never thought life would find us in the middle of a storm, and with only memories. So hold on, okay, here comes the chorus. I was wondering how you felt back then, and if you'd ever feel that way again. We get a few years behind us, and we need something to remind us how it used to be. Did you hear that? We get a few years behind us. Here's the punctuation mark. And we need a dominant 7/3 chord, right? To remind us how it used to be. Okay? So that's a nice little punctuation mark. These are the ways you can use that. You can, you know, because you know, basically what I've done is shade that with an F sharp in the bass there, and I took the, you know, instead of playing a dominant 7 B7 chord like this with that F sharp on the top, I put it down and got that sort of chewy sound. All right, and that's basically 2 open 1 2. I'm not really playing that 5th string much. Okay, so there you go. There's some options for you. I got one little thing for you. I just used it in that song. It's called a 2-5-1 change, and this could be a nice thing to use in your song. And then you can shade it. Depending on how you shade it, can be really nice too. Now, normally it'd be a minor, major, major. So this is the hook of the song. Those chords lead you back to the 1, which is kind of nice. You can throw those, sprinkle them in all over your song. But the idea is shading them a little bit different. Like on what I just did there, I shaded it as an A minor 7th, and then I came over here through that F sharp in the bass for a D7. So that's a 5/7 chord with the F sharp in the bass. All right, and then back to the 1. So it was how it used to be. So check that 2-5-1 change out. That could be a nice little thing to drop in your song. So all right, that's the part 2 of the video. I hope that give you some things that will inspire you. And thanks for checking it out. See you next time.